The next president of the Maldives wants his country to play a more active role in Indo-Pacific security, particularly in maritime matters. Mohamed Muizzu's recent election victory has brought the Maldives' foreign policy into focus, with the president-elect regarded by some political watchers as pro-China, amid increasing calls for Indian troops to leave the island nation. But Dr. Muizzu told me that ties with India will continue to be close.
Well, India will continue to be our close friend. We will have close relationship bilaterally in all the fronts, economically, socially. You know, we have close ties, historical ties between the two countries. India is our closest neighbor. The people of Maldives very clearly spoke during this campaign. They have given me a mandate of removing foreign military presence from the Maldives. Whether it's India or any other country, doesn't matter to us. And at the moment, it is I don't know the number of military personnel in the Maldives. There are different reports. And even during this transition period, we got different documents mentioning different numbers. So when my administration starts officially, I think I'll come to know of the actual number as well. I'm even right now during this transition period engaging with the Indian government. I've met a few times with the High Commission of India stationed in the Maldives. And we have had a very good, cordial couple of meetings. And they really appreciate what we are talking about. I'm only talking on behalf of the people. And this deep-rooted connection between the two countries, this friendship, this close relationship will eventually help us solve this issue. It's just a matter of security, and over the years we never had this kind of military personnel being stationed here. We need assistance, of course. Even in the military area, we need assistance to, strengthen our military. And for other reasons as well, we need assistance from India and other countries as well. But without having a certain number of people from the military coming to the country and stationing themselves in the country for carrying out these projects, that's where the people have drawn a line. And I think that the foreign relationship between the two countries will help us in solving this.
You say that you want to be pro-Maldives. That's a neutral stance. Can you truly be neutral in this world where we are seeing these spheres of geopolitical influence begin to be very clearly defined?
Well, for us, for the Maldives, it is very important that we have good, close ties with all the countries, small and big. Yes, it's very important, and I will make sure that we stand firm on this. That's my policy going ahead. I'm definitely very keen on making sure that the Maldives gets the maximum benefit out of this fact. And yes, I'm pro-Maldives, because I believe that we are too small a nation to be entangled in this so-called geopolitical fight between bigger nations. We geographically stand almost in the middle between Africa and Southeast Asia, and all the sea lines of communication goes through or near the Maldives, and for us as well, like other bigger countries, it's very important this remains safe, and we want to be involved not just as an observer but involved in the discussions that go ahead by the leading countries, and making sure that the maritime security is ensured, and we want to be part of that for us as well, like just as other bigger countries. And we don't want to be siding with any particular country. For us, bilateral relations is based on mutual trust and mutual respect without interference with internal affairs. And this is, I think, the international standard that has to be followed, then for us it is very important. And we will have very good, close relationship, and I really look forward for that with all the countries that respect this principle.
You don't need any one specific power to guarantee the defense of the Maldives?
We don't need that, and we need assistance from all the powers in building our military, in building our economy, in making the Maldives and the Indian Ocean safe. And I think this is the way forward, and it will be only beneficial for all the parties involved, only if this is the way that we choose to go ahead with.
The Maldives, a predominantly Muslim country, supported the recent UN General Assembly resolution calling for a Gaza ceasefire amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. More than 1 month since the October 7th attacks on Israel, I asked Dr. Muizzu about the Maldives' position on the ongoing conflict.
From day one, we are firmly with the people of Palestine in getting their rights, just like anybody, any citizen of the world, you know, the right to live peacefully, to have a peaceful life, to get their right of a state. And we firmly stand with the people of Palestine on this, to have a peaceful, prosperous, independent Palestine based on the 1967 borders and East Jerusalem as its capital. And I don't want any killing of innocent men, women or children from any side. It shouldn't happen, but the right to fight for independence within international norms, international standards. It is something that is protected internationally as well, to the right to have a peaceful state. So that's where I am, and that's where the people of Maldives are.
The world has been very divided over this war, and we've seen protests, we've seen rallies falling on one side or the other. Does it concern you at all that we might see a rise in Islamophobia as an example, or an anti-Muslim sentiment?
It's very concerning and very unfortunate that every time when this conflict escalates, it spreads out in that manner of, hatred towards Islam. And it's not fair at all that Islam as a religion is being targeted whenever Palestinians stand up for their rights. No, it should not happen, and Islam is a peaceful religion, and there may be extremists in different parts of the country, of the world, in any religion, or not even people that doesn't represent a religion have extreme ideas, and this should be tackled globally as a separate issue. And we from the Maldives also will be, and we always help in tackling terrorism and extremism. So it should not be tied with this conflict of which is a genuine call for a peaceful state for Palestine. And I don't agree with this connection between Islam and this conflict of, the roots of the Palestine-Israeli conflict is very clear. So I think the tying of this and hatred towards Islam should not be something that should go on.
And you can watch my full interview with the incoming president of the Maldives on In Conversation. That's on the 22nd of November at 9 p.m. Singapore, Hong Kong time.